This is KUGAN CASSIUS for Rifle TV in association with Macklin's in Marbella. We're at the press conference for Who's Fielding Who. November the 7th, Smith versus Fielding. With me I've got Callum Smith. How are you?
Sound good, spot on, yeah.
Pretty civil that press conference, wasn't it?
Yeah, you're going to get that with the two of us, but no, it's a big fight for the city and a big fight in the country now. There's been a lot of demand for it, so neither was going to back down, so the fight's on and looking forward to it.
I mean, it's a fight that probably many people didn't see coming so soon in boxing and also in your careers, but it's like I said, he was in a position where neither of you wanted to sort of give up your sort of spots for that, so the fight's on.
Yeah, as I said, I think because of the local pride, neither wanted to pull out. I've said since I turned pro, the British title's one that I want to win. A lot of people feel I'm past that level now, but I still said it's one that I'm going to win, and I was given the chance to on November the 7th, and I wasn't going to turn it down. I said the Rocky Fielding fight's been talked about for a while, and I've always said, I believe in a better fight, and I'll prove that on November the 7th.
What did you make of Oliver Harrison's comments in the press conference about Rocky being ahead of you?
It didn't make sense, to be honest with you, because he said up until a few months ago I wasn't ready for him, but then in his next sentence he said at one point I was ahead of Rocky, so it didn't really make sense, to be honest with you. I don't feel there's been a point in my career where I haven't been ready for Rocky Fielding. As I have known him since the amateurs, I know his strengths and I know his weaknesses, and I took this at any stage in my career, and I'll show on November the 7th. I am a better fighter, I'm a better all-round fighter, and I think I'll show that.
Do you believe yours and Rocky's last performances, obviously your win over Brass and Rocky beating Vera, has changed people's perceptions of who would win a potential fight? Does that
possibly,
tell us anything?
But only your average Joe. I think anyone in boxing knows that Brian Vera was. He come out of retirement. He'd already lost 9 times. If I boxed someone who'd lost 9 times and come out of retirement, and I want to knock them out, I wouldn't get any credit for it. But just say he built it up beforehand to be a bigger fight than what it actually was. But he got in and done what he had to do. But Brian Vera wasn't as big a win as a lot of people make out, in my opinion. But just say if it changes people's opinion, then so be it. But everyone's entitled to it, and the new way we'll know is on November the 7th.
Do you see this as an evenly matched fight?
No, not at all. I believe I'm the better fighter, and I think only that Brian Vera win, people read a bit too much into it and have started saying now it's a good fight. But I think if this fight was to happen before our last performances, then I think 90% of people would have said me. But as I say, it's all opinions, everyone's entitled to one, and the new way we'll know the answer is on November the 7th. So I'm glad it's happening, and I'm glad I've got a chance to prove it.
Obviously, with you on this WBC route, you've got so a lot to lose in this fight, haven't you? I mean, you both have, but obviously, you're going one direction where your ranking is in the WBC.
Yeah, I think that shows how confident I am in winning. If I thought there was any risk in me losing the position I'm in, then I wouldn't have took it. I didn't have to take it, but it's a fight I've wanted, and a fight I believe that I'll win, and I'll win well, and I'll look good doing so.
There's always talk of your brother Paul fighting Rocky. Obviously, your brothers fought, 2 world title fights against Arthur Abraham, and then obviously the Andre Ward fight. So that fight never materialised, but one Smith brother will take on Rocky Fielding. So
yeah, said Paul. Had bigger fights lined up. He boxed for the world title and then got his rematch, and then got off the chance to fight Andre Ward. So I don't think anyone in this position would have done exactly the same as him. But I always said even then, I think me and Rocky were closer in level than Rocky and Paul. So it always baffled me why that didn't get talked about as much, but as I say, it has now. Now Paul went on and boxed Andre Ward. The focus turned to me and Rocky, and as I said, we both agreed to it, and the fight's happening, and I'm sure it'll be a good one. It'll get the city going, it'll get the country going, and a lot of interest. So that's what boxing's about, really, isn't it?
I know there was questions from the press today about disrespect between you and Rocky, etc., etc., but there is kind of an underlying feeling that there is some sort of dislike between the families or yourselves, or can you shed any light on that?
Yes, I've known since our amateur gyms we used to get on, and then it was sort of the stuff where I'm not going to sit and let someone slate my older brother off when I say to my brother I'm not going to accept that. So I say Spat has done me out a bit over Paul, making bad comments, and they didn't like, they had a bit of needle, so it sort of carried on. But I said I don't like him, I don't dislike him, it's irrelevant really. But I said he's in the way of what I want to achieve now, so I'll take him out and I'll beat him well.
Okay. Obviously the fight is a little while away, so you're starting your camp soon, or?
Yeah, being taken over and doing bits of strength stuff and that, and then as I say, I've come to it, 11 and a half weeks, I think it is. I'll be in the best shape possible. As I say, Joe's known for getting his fights in good condition, and as I say, I think there's a few fighters fighting in our gym, so the gym will be busy, and that's the way we all like it. We all push each other and get each other in the best shape possible, and I feel you see clear best performance from me.
Obviously, going back to what you're saying about whether I asked you whether this was a 50-50 build fight, do you believe that you will knock Rocky Fielding out come November 7th?
Yeah, I do, to be honest with you. I think I'm a better all-round fighter. People go on about his punch power and stuff. He's not blowing up middleweight out his last fight. We've got the same amount of knockouts and I've had less fights. And just say I watched him go 8 rounds with a journeyman who I took out in 1 round 4 weeks later. I think if that was the other way around, he'd be making a bit more of a deal out of that. But just say I respect his power. I'd like to think he respects mine, and so it should be explosive. But I feel I'm the better all-round fighter, and I'll come out with the win.
All right, Callum, listen, thanks for talking to rivalry TV. Like I said, it's a great fight that's been made. Unexpected, but it's there. So November the 7th, we shall find out who's fielding who.
Yeah, we will. Cheers, KUGAN.
Cheers, mate.
Nice one. Thanks.